Plankton the movie came out on Netflix not too long ago, and I'm gonna be honest, it was surprisingly good. And not even a year ago, we got the Sandy Cheeks movie, and that was awful. I made a video talking about it and just how terrible it was, but I'm surprised to say I actually enjoyed this movie. Which I kinda shouldn't be surprised since Plankton is one of my favorite Spongebob characters. Now, when I made that Sandy Cheeks movie review, this exact movie got leaked online. And the same thing happened to the Sandy Cheeks movie. I don't know who's responsible for leaking these movies, but whoever is in charge of Nickelodeon of not having things leaked is doing a really terrible job. With that out of the way, what is the movie actually about? Well, it's about Karen, Plankton's computer wife, who is just really tired of Plankton being so focused on stealing the Krabby Patty secret formula and just being a complete jerk to her. So of course she decides to take things into her own hands of taking over Bikini Bottom and world domination, while she becomes way more powerful and destroying Bikini Bottom, building a huge mech, so it's up to SpongeBob and Plankton to stop her before she becomes way too powerful. So the story is very simple, but I think it's handled very well, especially for a character like Karen, who's always been a side character. So I think it's really cool to have her as a villain and see her actually dominate Plankton and getting rid of Plankton. So I think that's handled very well. I also really like how SpongeBob tries to understand Plankton more and more as to why he is the way he is, and I think that's also handled very well. The animation throughout the whole movie is actually pretty good. Way better than it looked in the Sandy Cheeks movie. Everything looks so polished and characters look way more expressive than they did in the last movie. Speaking of animation, there is also 2D animations that are in a flashback when Plankton was younger, and another 2D trippy animation when it comes to Plankton like going through a roller coaster of his life and his love life with Karen. They are all animated really well. There's also songs throughout the movie that aren't amazing but are pretty good. They're not terrible. They're actually written pretty well and sound pretty good. Overall, this movie is like pure classic SpongeBob, especially when it comes to the jokes. This is a very funny movie, and if you're a big SpongeBob fan, you'll definitely enjoy this movie. Now, when it comes to things that I didn't like about this movie, I think the pacing goes by a little bit too slow. Some of the scenes go on for way too long, and some of the characters are just wasted, or the characters are here but they don't do anything, like Squidward. But I mean, this is Plankton the movie, so obviously Plankton is going to be the star of the show, so it makes sense. Overall, this movie is really fun. It's far from being the best SpongeBob movie, but it didn't need to be the best, because after seeing that last SpongeBob movie, I really needed this movie, because, wow, that was absolutely terrible, and this is just way better in every way. I am going to give this movie the deserving score of an 8 out of 10. So if you're a big fan of SpongeBob like I am, you are definitely going to enjoy this movie. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.